It's dumb. Liv Morgan breaks silence on Dominik Mysterio versus Rhea Ripley feud. In the world of WWE, where storylines are often as dramatic as they are unpredictable, fans have been buzzing with excitement over the tangled web of emotions and rivalries involving Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley. But one particular fantasy matchup has been firmly shut down by the stars involved. Liv Morgan, who currently holds a women's tag team championship, has found herself at the center of one of WWE's most talked about love triangles. In 2024, she became Dominik Mysterio's on-screen girlfriend, effectively stealing him from his Judgment Day teammate and former flame, Rhea Ripley. The bold storyline shift sparked massive fan interest and reignited Morgan's bitter feud with Ripley, a rivalry that has been brewing for over a year. With tensions rising and social media lighting up with speculation, many fans began fantasy booking a potential intergender clash between Ripley and Mysterio. The idea of the Eradicator squaring off one-on-one against her former love interest seemed like a juicy plot twist that could take the storyline to a whole new level. However, Morgan isn't buying into the hype. In a recent exclusive interview with Raju Dasgupta of Sportskeeda Wrestling, Morgan didn't mince words when asked about the possibility of Ripley stepping into the ring with Dominik. Her reaction was swift and blunt. "No, it's dumb," Morgan said, clearly unimpressed with the idea. Mysterio, seated beside her during the interview, echoed her sentiment with a smile. "I don't want to see that." "Why would anyone want to see that?" he added. "She beat Rhea already like 3 times. It's clear that both Morgan and Mysterio are aligned in their thinking, and perhaps for good reason. The on-screen relationship between them has added a layer of drama and intrigue to WWE programming, and many fans believe Morgan's recent victories over Ripley have already solidified her dominance in the rivalry. Introducing a match between Dominik and Rhea could shift the focus away from Morgan's achievements and possibly muddy the narrative. Liv Morgan's feud with Rhea Ripley has become one of the standout storylines of the year. From backstage attacks to in-ring chaos, their ongoing tension has captivated the WWE universe. Morgan's transformation into a bold, unapologetic competitor has been pivotal in her recent rise, and her role in disrupting the Judgment Day's dynamic has only added fuel to the fire. The relationship between Mysterio and Ripley was once a cornerstone of the Judgment Day's appeal. Their chemistry, both in and out of the ring, made them one of the most compelling pairs on WWE television. But with Ripley sidelined earlier this year due to injury and Morgan stepping into the spotlight, everything changed. Morgan seized a moment, not only defeating Ripley multiple times, but also replacing her in Mysterio's storyline affection. Some fans have viewed the idea of Dominik fighting Ripley as the ultimate way to bring closure to their former alliance. But others, including the superstar themselves, see it as a step too far. WWE has dabbled in intergender matches before, but they remain controversial and rare, and the risk often outweighs the reward in terms of storytelling. Morgan's dismissal of the matchup may also be a reflection of her confidence. By stating that she's already beaten Ripley 3 times, she reinforces her position as the true victor of the feud. In her mind, the storyline doesn't need a twist involving Dominik and Rhea in the ring. She's already written the final chapter. Dominik's agreement further strengthens the current narrative direction. His support of Morgan, both on-screen and during interviews, makes it clear where his loyalty lies. And from a storyline perspective, it cements his break from Ripley and solidifies his new role beside Morgan. As WWE continues to build toward upcoming events, fans will have to wait and see how this fiery triangle continues to evolve. While the idea of Ripley versus Dominik might be off the table, the drama is far from over. With Liv Morgan firmly in control and Ripley likely seeking redemption, the tension is sure to escalate. But for now, Morgan's message is loud and clear. She's already won, and she doesn't need Dominik to prove it. In the aftermath of their mixed tag team loss at WWE's Bash in Berlin back in August 2024, Liv Morgan has firmly stated that she sees no reason for a one-on-one contest between Dominik Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Despite the attention and speculation surrounding the potential match, Morgan is not convinced that it's a necessary step. Why would anyone want to see Dominik face Rhea in a one-on-one match? Liv asked, expressing confusion about the logic behind such a suggestion. She quickly defended her partner, Dominik Mysterio, claiming that there is no realistic scenario where he would engage with Rhea Ripley in a physical showdown. First of all, Dominik is such a gentleman. He has too much respect for women to ever lay a hand on someone like Rhea. That idea is just dumb, Morgan explained. She's adamant that the entire premise of potential one-on-one encounter feels misguided, especially considering the way she views Dominik's character. To Liv, Dominik's core values as a person outweigh the competitive pressures that often drive WWE storylines. Additionally, Morgan pointed out that the psychological warfare between Rhea and Dominik has already played out, making a match unnecessary. If that were to happen, though, let's not forget that Dominik has already mentally, spiritually, and emotionally crushed Rhea. We've seen how Rhea operates, and no one really expects her to come out on top in a situation like that. Liv's words reflect her belief that Rhea Ripley, despite her power and dominance in the ring, has already been outplayed in the mental and emotional aspects of their interactions. According to Morgan, the idea of Dominik going head-to-head with Rhea doesn't serve a purpose anymore, as the battle between the two has already shifted to a psychological and emotional level, one where Dominik has had the upper hand. For Liv, the suggestion of a match between Dominik and Rhea comes across as irrelevant, given their history and the personal dynamics at play. She believes that there's no need to revisit the past when it comes to their ongoing conflict. The real victory lies in how Dominik has been able to manipulate and outmaneuver Rhea in ways that can't be undone by a simple wrestling match, Morgan added, emphasizing the mental and emotional toll Rhea has already endured. At the end of the day, Liv Morgan believes that the true story between Dominik and Rhea has already been written, and it's not one that requires physical confrontation. Whether the fans agree or not, Liv is certain that Dominik's victory over Rhea has already been secured in a way that transcends a traditional match. For her, the psychological game is what truly matters, and no one can argue that Dominik hasn't come out on top in that aspect. For Liv, the suggestion of a match between Dominik and Rhea comes across as irrelevant, given their history and the personal dynamics at play. She believes that there's no need to revisit the past when it comes to their ongoing conflict. The real victory lies in how Dominik has been able to manipulate and outmaneuver Rhea in ways that can't be undone by a simple wrestling match, Morgan added, emphasizing the mental and emotional toll Rhea has already endured, given their history and the personal dynamics at play. She believes that there's no need to revisit the past when it comes to their ongoing conflict. The real victory lies in how Dominik has been able to manipulate and outmaneuver Rhea in ways that can't be undone by a simple wrestling match, Morgan added, emphasizing the mental and emotional toll Rhea has already endured,